Alright, so I start out different spot than last time because I had to console command my way to Prim in order to get away from the issues with the last place I was in. Also, this might be the last voiceover that I have to do. If tonight I can make it so that I can do a live commentary, I'll try doing that. But it depends upon OBS being nice. Because I'll try recording through OBS, see if the issue is just it doesn't like recording alongside Audacity at the same time. I'll also have to see if it's an issue with the... How do I... with the earbuds. You might not like the earbuds. The microphone should be okay. It seems to pick that up. So I don't... It might be the earbuds it doesn't like. Because I don't want to use it with headphones. Because I don't want to speak and then not be able to hear people opening the door. Because I don't want to deal with people opening the door and hearing me talking.
Fine by me.
Shoot, old railroad Bill.
Ideally, I'd have some way to record privately, but I don't. Because my uncle took my old room, because he's homeless now. Following the divorce he had. When he first moved out of that room, initially, when the divorce was happening, my cousin and I cleaned out the room, and it took like 3 days, because it was a fucking druggy pigsty. Just food left all over, fucking piles of just stuff everywhere. Just the ineptitude of 2 stoners pathetically attempting to raise 3 children in one room while staying high and drunk all the time. It was just, everything was like sticky and just, it was disgusting. So yeah, it took us 3 days. We had to deep clean everything, the carpets, the bookcases, the dressers. The dresser is mine. Like the big one from way back when. But yeah, I had to clean that out because of them. Had to clean everything. It was a bitch for the both of us. One of these days I gotta go through and just fix everything in there with each other, or wait until I get the Dre Rigger. I should be getting that soon. I might get that next level.
Fine by me.
Jury rigging, I'm sorry. Yeah, level 14, repair 90. Oh boy. I might just end up postponing Honest Hearts a bit. Because there is a companion that has dialogue for Honest Hearts. So I might just use them. I'm pretty sure she has dialogue for it. Get into a little fight.
Can't run from me.
Thing to do.
Keep fighting. Retribution.
Her retribution. So yeah, I couldn't find definitive shit on her mentioning Honest Hearts, but I think she says something about Honest Hearts. I'm trying to decide who to bring with me to Honest Hearts. Might just bring the Kink Squad. Once I can give Handy her souped up laser rifle. Should only take a few thousand altogether to put it together.
Oh, 6. Was it just me?
Might wait just to get the unique version of it, and then give her the souped up version of that.
Hey there, need anything?
Let's see how much this cost. 900.
Hey there, need anything? Sure.
850. Oh. 650. It's about 2,400 or so. That's not awful.
Hey!
Hey there, baby. I'm Nina. Said hey. Said hey, I'm not. What are you, some kind of lesbian?
Fucking Niner being a jackass.
No offense,
Russell.
but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad
Just keeps
roads.
changing seats.
Where'd you come from? Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground. Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need. Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level? I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them? Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway? Guess we have that in common then. I'll be honest, you're the first person I've run across out here that looks like she can really handle herself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out. Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world, looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from. Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family. Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along? Sure, just don't ever ask me if your outfit makes you look fat. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
So, not a huge fan of Veronica. I don't hate her, but it's just, she's just... There's just issues with the way you get her, and how she also just, Russell keeps just changing seats.
Hey.
But, I feel like she should have just not told you that she was in the Brother of Steel, and her personal quest just has her hint to it, and then like... Because I'm pretty sure that Arcade Gannon doesn't mention the whole Enclave thing until you've gotten all of his shit. Like, you can get deep into his talky bits. But also, I didn't watch the Guild growing up. I didn't play WoW, so I don't really... Felicia Day doesn't really... I don't care. Also, this is when I noticed, you can see through, like, the ground. And that's pretty dope.
This wallet tastes green. What's up?
But yeah, I prefer the look of the
Okay.
the hand-rolled cigarettes, the effect from that. I'll use the night vision, like, indoors. But, like...
You know, I wonder.
Yeah. Also, I thought I'd find different,
Really?
like, stuff to talk about. But no, so I just go through this and choose alternative things. Not much difference.
Is there some reason I should be talking to you? Like you have a clue what that even means. The gun runners have been putting rapid-fire death dealing in the hands of anyone who needed to defend himself for over a century. We're the NCR's #1 supplier of weapons and ammunition. Am I selling? Yeah. Bye.
I gotta come back with gun. Also, I'm pretty sure I tried to take that gun to the weapon mod expanded machine thing. Didn't work. Should work. Looked it up. It does have weapon mods. It's
Hey,
got a laser that helps
you a merc?
decrease
Because you
the
don't look like a
spread.
prospector.
I believe it had like a barrel thingy that increased damage by like 15% or something.
Hell yes, ma'am. Well, not officially. Not any. They mustered me out a year ago. Staff Sergeant, 3rd Platoon Bravo Company. That was a shitstorm, and don't let anybody tell you different. I didn't. My CO ordered me to flog a couple deserters, and I told him to eat shit. Those kids didn't desert. They just... I don't know what else the brass expects. Half these... Sure, no problem.
Yeah, neck boots. I'm gonna look up and see if there's a weapon mod expanded place here. Oh, there we go. Let's see, locations. Not here. Good Springs, Mojave Outpost, Novak, Boulder City, Gun Runners, The Strip, and Great Con Armory.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
probably wouldn't even worry that much about doing honest hearts for...
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
I got it remembered.
Name's Michelle. My dad and me run this store.
Unblur
His name's Samuel.
segment.
I take the day shift and he takes nights. We came here about a month ago when Prim went to hell on account of the prison break north of there. Found a bin to call home and set up shop. There's more to the 188 than meets the eye. Troops move back and forth on 93 all the time, and 95 is how NCR folks come and go from Vegas. No shortage of customers, so long as Legion raids south of here don't get worse anyways. You do know these old roads were numbered, right? We're standing where the 95 and 93 meet, and 95 plus 93 equals 188. I really don't know which I'd pick. Yeah? I'm so lucky. Okay.
Hopefully, that isn't a huge problem. What I just had to do. I stopped the recording of my talking, and then I went in and edited it so it wouldn't be blurry. Hopefully the audio desync isn't too bad. I wish there was a way to pause both at the same time. Oh yeah, those are like 6 or so body types added by the mod, so there's variations. Yeah, she's low danger. I realize that I can use most things, pretty sure all things, to do that with. Also,
Sun's too bright. Is this an always bright?
he's low threat, and then Georgie's high threat? Maybe it's level in relation to the players. Maybe Georgie's a high-level demigod. Maybe Georgie will one day kill us all, and the best we can hope for is to choke on our own blood. We will truly like the sight of our own blood. Business is slowly going down, 87. Which means that we've been in the game for roughly 13 days. Maybe. It'll go down more steadily once it go further in the quest line and get some more workers working. Because there's the ghoul lady, and then there's the... and there's the spoiler, like, it's not a big spoiler to be like, there's a ghoul. But yeah, one of my employees will be
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
a little bit of necrosis.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I decided that since she doesn't really need agility, it's not really a huge issue to give her the heavy armor. Could give her a vault security armor one of these days, actually. Because that's light, so she wouldn't be so slow. I decided that since I had used it for so long, I'll keep it as a memento. And whenever I move on from Knock Knock, I'll probably put Knock Knock somewhere. A nice little garden. Doesn't have maze, though. That's the anti-hunky-dory.
Yes, sir. Another scorcher here in the Mojave. Well, neighbor, looks like you got everything we can add to the place up and running. I think the place can finally be called a real home now. Feel free to check in with me from time to time if you need some supplies, and of course Dean can always repair your gear if you need it. Take care of the place and yourself, and don't be a stranger, okay?
I don't know if it's just because I'm, wearing earbuds and I listen to audio, but like his stuff is a little bit zizzing. I could technically go and edit the dialogue.
Yes, sir. Another. Don't forget if you need.
But yeah, I don't quite want to do that because it's just a bitch because of the way that the files for these games are. Like every single like dialogue box is like a different file typically, and so I'd have to open up each one and then edit them and then go. Yeah, it's just a mess. Might have been a mic issue for them. I'm not sure. So my background sounds from like the computer don't sound like that before I edit them out. Also, to like complete a joke, a one-off joke, I got that Desert Eagles like I could do a visual gag.
Senor Slicey Hands. He was like a green dog.
Also, I believe I have figured out what weapon I want to use, but first, I tried turning off true iron sights, and I'm pretty sure in Fallout 3 the way it worked wasn't that you aimed it down and there was a thingy above. It was like off-center, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm pretty sure this isn't how it worked. Plus there was still like a thingy. They're still reticle. And here I tried to see, like, what's up with it. See, I just end up turning it off because that's useless. No, but yes, the automatic rifle, I think is what they call it, the BAR from Dead Money is what I'll probably be using as my main weapon as soon as I go through Dead Money. Because it hits hard, it's automatic, it's big. Technically, if I get my guns up to like 100, I could legit use the fucking anti-material rifle. For long-range issues. Because, like, by the point that an enemy is too close to use the anti-material rifle, it might as well switch to melee. So I might end up having, like, 3 main weapons, which are big two-hander melee, the anti-material rifle, and then an explosives weapon for AoE and for the weaker, faster enemies. I could switch to the mercenary grenade rifle instead of having to use like manually using grenades. It might be faster. Also, it's got more range, which is nice. The damage might be lower, though, which is a concern. Apparently they are immune to knockdown. Or not, I was just getting bad with the crits. Also, kind of don't like the fact that you can't pick up their weapons. I believe you get one of that weapon from that mod.
Some cons got cornered in the ruins
Old
of
habits
Boulder
die
City.
hard. I
but
checked to see his
NCR let
weapon
them
to see if
go.
he's worth killing.
It's unusual.
Sun's too bright. Is the sun always this bright? Man, I need some new shades.
And ironically, right after saying that, or not so much ironically, just funny timing, that graffiti, the sun is killing us. But yeah, I think switching to live dialogue might be the way to go if I can get it to work. I'll do that later tonight, after editing this all together and then uploading it. I'll do testing tonight. Also, I could have sworn I saw something alive up here. Like a little blip. And this is neat. I'm pretty sure that the thing that makes the night so dark is this lighting. What is it? I'll have to look it up, but it's like Electro something? Electro City or something? I think that's the one that handles the darkness and the lighting up the places.
I sure hope I get to meet President Kimmel.
Yeah, around here I'm looking for something that isn't there yet because it's part of a mod that I haven't activated yet. I have stuff installed that requires you to beat previous mods first. Oh, Paladin.
New guy? Alright, hello and welcome to Tully... Tully Headhunting. I'm assuming you're here about work? Alright, good. But why should I take you on? What do you bring to the table?
I was half tempted to just get my melee weapons all the way up and then do that because I've never done that. Because I've always chosen speech. But I really just wanted to get it done because I had the gun.
You again.
I wanted to get the pun out.
You again. You interested? Well, you don't actually need to get close to folk if you got a high-powered rifle, but point taken. So, you ready to get to work? You ain't gonna try to talk me into paying you to do nothing, right?
So I wanted to hear the different dialogue.
I suppose we are. Alright, I'll give you a quick overview of how this operation runs. Now listen up, because I hate repeating myself near as much as I hate cazadors. Now, first off, to keep dumb new recruits from getting wasted on their first job, I keep things organized into 3 tiers, right? First tier, you got your pussy-ass targets. Card cheats, drug cooks, public masturbators, that sort of shit. Second tier, we got guys who might actually make you work for it. Third tier, we got the badass fuckers. and you will be starting with softer targets, just to save me time and money, and you blood. So, you see a contract you like, you buy it from me. You can only have one open contract at a time. You succeed, I pay you back with interest. Higher risk means higher reward, in case that weren't fucking obvious. That's about it. If you're still confused, check that terminal in the corner of the room.
Oh, Doc Mitchell.
Welcome back.
The gun messiah.
Okay.
Oh, he had a low repair hunting shotgun. I might have to buy that next time I'm there. Repair it up and then sell it back to him. I've never really done a low-level dead money. Because I had beat the game and then did the whole, previous save in order to do the DLCs when they first came out. Normally the way I do the DLCs is Honest Hearts, Dead Money, Old World Blues, Lonesome Road.
Alright, fine.
So I think that's the way it is, in order.
Yeah, here's one I figured out early on. Good thing, too, because I can't work if I don't get a good sleep. Invariably, you'll get some targets with family. Some of those sorts will try to get revenge. No big deal. You self-defense those fuckers. Nah, the annoying ones are the ones that get all weepy, calling you a murderer, asking why you blew their daddy up, some shit like that. It ain't on you. Innocent folk don't get prices put on their heads. You're just a triggerman.
That's not technically true.
Some folk might tell you that you always need to be professional, never take anything personal, all that shit. Good idea on paper. But when your livelihood hinges on killing folks, and their continued existence hinges on killing you first, sometimes tempers flare. No shame in that, just makes it all the sweeter when you win.
Because assassins.
I'm good with a gun, I don't have any moral objections to killing, and I can't stand tedious day-to-day work. Good money to be made, so I kept at it. Now I'm getting older and the work ain't slowing down, so fuck it. I can subcontract and profit. It's pretty open and shut, isn't it? Legion is evil, and they need to be destroyed. No way, Joe Tully. The Legion is, morally gray, man. Their methods may be brutal, but golly gee, they sure made Arizona safer now. People around here are so fucking stupid. They try to tell themselves the Legion isn't all bad because the alternative scares them. Nobody gets their pussies all twisted over fiends or jackals or other gangs so worthless that they don't warrant me remembering their names. But the Legion claims to be the great counter of the NCR, so surely they can't be all bad. Fuck, man. Sure, they're a nation of slavers that entertains itself by crucifying POWs and raping anything female they get their hands on, age be damned. How noble they are, committing genocide on tribal cultures that refuse to fold and become the newest batch of slave soldiers. The notion that a big-ass nation can be entirely evil scares people so bad, they pretend the Legion must have positive points. And yet, the only justification for that bit of genius is, invariably, some fucking bullshit about safe roads. I was ripped from my home at the age of 5. I watched them rape my mom and burn my dad alive. Then they tortured me and forced me to train. They forced me to kill innocent people under the threat of crucifixion. But I don't hold a grudge because fucking safe roads. Fucking retards. People are too goddamn stupid for their own good, I swear to God.
His rebuttal to online arguments is just, oh man, it's so good.
Bad for business. That's my biggest problem with them. Look at what they did to California. They policed their own shit and penalized vigilantism. Hard for a business like mine to prosper. Aside from that, I suppose they're alright. I mean, the top level people are all fucking retards, but grading on a whole, they're not bad. They really are handling the Mojave in the dumbest possible way, though. God damn. They show up in someone's town uninvited. They declare that town is part of them now, and it has to abide by their rules and pay their taxes. And if that town has trouble with bandits or what have you, sorry, we're stretched too thin. No wonder locals fucking hate them. Still, overall, they're decent folk. Look, they got a giant army with exactly one war crime under their belt. Pretty good track record.
They've done shady stuff though, so that's like that's a thing.
Shut up, nerd.
In fact, later mod by this guy gives more shady stuff that they've done. So that's kind of funny.
Welcome back. Alright, fine. Alright, if it ain't happened to you yet, mark my words, it will eventually. You're gonna be facing down some mark who got it in his head that he's smart or sophisticated or some shit. Happens to all of us. And on that day, your retard target is probably gonna try to guilt trip you. Oh, you kill people for money. You're just as bad as me. You're a hypocrite. How do you sleep at night? I bet you've killed more folks than I ever have. That kind of shit.
They killed Kenny.
And the proper response is to shoot them in the fucking kneecaps. Tell them that you fucked their mother, and then cut their throat. You have to be decisive in this business, so you're a killer. Big fucking deal. Make peace with it, and those idiots got nothing on you. Alright, if you're gonna be... Sure, you're gonna be in combat, and you're gonna be killing people. There's gonna be a lot of adrenaline pumping, and it's gonna feel good. That's biology, nothing to be ashamed about. Few things feel better than killing a man who wants to kill you. Sometimes you'll get yourself a target with the love of theatrical bullshit. They want a monologue at you, common sense be damned. In cases like that, my advice would be to fire a load of buckshot into their guts while they're mid-speech. Why the guts and not the head? So that they've got enough time for their dying thoughts to be, oh shit, this was a bad idea. Yeah, watch out for that stupid blame game that tends to crop up in this business. You know, you killed Fuckface and now we're beset by problems that he was staving off. It's all your fault. It ain't. People are accountable for their own actions, nothing more. If a man gets a price on his head, it's his own damn fault.
So, since I'm going to be skipping through most of this, I believe. So, a lot of these things that he brings up...
Yeah, fine.
I'm pretty sure they're in reference to New Vegas bounties.
Today.
And how
Maybe
those
we
things
should,
do happen. And it
get
is
naked?
annoying.
You know,
Because
so
it's
we
just
don't-
like...
Hey, sex.
We're not the rapist slavers and shit.
All right then.
And, like, I do talk people down if they're not, you know, pieces of shit.
You're not thinking of taking the contract for Blind Henry, right? I'm all for risking my life, but what that maniac does to folks? No thank you. Met this traveling merchant from way out on the East Coast. Had all sorts of stories from that region, but the thing is, I just don't care.
And that is talking shit about Bethesda's Fallout games.
Howdy. Well, right now not much. Some of the regulars pay me to clean their guns, and sometimes Joe has me buy booze for him. I want to hunt bounties, but they say I'm not qualified to work here yet. Well, how am I supposed to do that if they won't give me any jobs? Why? I can shoot a gun pretty good, you know. Well, a rifle anyways. I'm kind of bad with a pistol. Besides, no one will let me do any work anyways. I had to beg for a week before my sister would even let me come here at all. So, at least I could try to learn some things so that I could be the best that there is when they actually let me work. Whenever that is. Oh, hey! Got any tips? That's lame. What are you, a priest?
Kind of.
The rest of the world is happy to kill each other over small things. Why should I be the only exception? I mean, that kind of pacifism thing isn't very useful if no one else goes along with it, you know.
Yeah, but like, you shouldn't aspire to be a trained killer. Or an untrained killer.
Oh my.
But yeah, I didn't notice the stealing bit of it, and yeah, I have to go through the early bits of it again, so I can talk over this. But yeah, the New Vegas bounties, decent stories overall, pretty good presentation. Some issues though. I forgot the name of the trope, but basically sometimes you'll pick up an item and then a bunch of people show up, or when you're talking to somebody and they're like, we're gonna leave and you can't stop us, and then you just can't stop them, they just teleport. Also here, I think this is one of the modders that constantly makes it, I think he's the one that makes it so that bathrooms explode sometimes when you open the door, like it's rigged to blow or something like that. Also, I'm pretty sure the shooting radios will blow them up too. Oh, fuck.
Alright, here's what I got.
Ignore what you, there we go. Yeah, this episode, my dialogue might get cut short orally.
You know, it's funny. I have a special fondness for hookers and whores, but pimps? Fuck them. You think I'd like them for their role in the sex trade. You know what it is, I think, is gold. I mean, gold-plated guns are just the fucking worst. Nothing screams, I'm a pussy, quite like a golden desert eagle, you know? And which profession is most liable to use something like that, huh? Yeah, I rest my case. Plus, they also got those giant golden cups, too. Just go kill the pimp, okay? Or talk him out of his current bullshit if you're the sort to place value on all human life, which you shouldn't.
I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, fucking.
All right then.
It's just funny to see him point out these issues. He's talking shit about my Desert Eagle. But yeah, my dialogue might get cut off early, so I'll probably stop talking here and then just call it. So yeah, see you in the next one. Hopefully I can do it live.